Hi, what's your name and why are you out here?
My name, Dave, is Terry Doran, D-O-R-A-N, and I'm here to support justice for Walmart workers and really just justice for the human race. I mean, that America has such wide gap between the rich and the poor. I think the widest of any country, certainly any industrialized country in the world. And here at Walmart, where workers get minimum wage, which hasn't been raised really to account for cost of living since 1968, while Congress has given itself like what, a dozen raises, refused to give the rest of the people raises. And you have the CEO of Walmart making more in an hour. I just read this last night. I mean, it's so unbelievable you have to read it like 3 times. More in 1 hour than 1 million Walmart workers make in a year. Full-time salaries.
Say that again.
1 hour, the CEO or owner, whatever, of Walmart makes more, has a bigger salary in 1 hour of work than 1 million Walmart workers make in a year. 1 million, which means average Walmart worker probably makes 15,000, I'm just guessing. So you multiply that by 1 million, and it's still more in 1 hour than that.
So what do you hope to accomplish out here today, Terry?
Well, first of all, just personally, that I feel like, I have to do these things to live with myself. I know it doesn't make a lot of difference, but if it matters to one person, we talked to 2 people today that are examples of what we're talking about. A man that is homeless. This was an hour ago when we got here, over an hour ago. He's still here. How does he even get money to go to a hotel room, a cheap hotel room? Just by sitting out here all day long and depending on the kindness of strangers to hand him $1 or 2. And if he doesn't make $35, he ends up sleeping downtown somewhere.
Under a bridge.
Under a bridge. And then we talked to another gentleman who had been in prison for 5 years. He's desperately looking for a job. He wants to work. He can't find work. He's not allowed to vote because he's a felon. He can't find work because he's a felon. And even if you're not, it's hard to find work. And one of the reasons I'm convinced that America functions this way is it keeps people desperate, and desperate people aren't going to protest. You go into Walmart, security was heavy in there, and to give a person a flyer that you made up, saying a lot of the things that we're saying, just trying to call attention to it, well, they're afraid to even respond, because if they lose their job, then they're out where the gentleman we just talked about is. They're standing on the corner with a sign. And that's what desperation gives to people, and then there's other elements of Walmart as well. Walmart has completely changed the fabric of American society by eliminating small businesses. When you and I were growing up, like my dad had a business, car lot. I mean, there's still small businesses, but I'm sure if you looked up statistics, it's a small percentage compared to, say, 50 years ago, even probably 40, 30 years ago, that Walmart's gobbled them up. Hardware stores, grocery stores, just gobbled them up. And then they don't pay overseas people that make the stuff that people go in on Black Friday and buy at bargains. They don't pay them a decent wage. And you hear horrible stories of fires because these people are working in such crappy conditions. And you wonder, Dave, where's the conscience of human beings? How can a guy make that much money knowing that his workers are begging? Walmart has put out, I don't know if this particular one in Fort Wayne, but Walmart is an international company now, and they've put out almost like buckets, like this poor guy begging for money out here. They put buckets for people to donate to say, help our associates have a happy holiday.
For the customers to
yeah, for
donate?
the customers. And then they construe that as how generous and caring they are about their employees. We pay them not enough to make a living, to have it even, they have to have food stamps, then they cut food stamps. It's just disgraceful.
So they do that, but they won't let a homeless person stand at the front door and ask for money.
No, they won't let a homeless person stand at the front door and ask for money. I think it was one of the two people we talked to said people drive by and they yell bad things, nasty things. They say, if I give you money, you're just going to use it for drink and drugs. And look at this guy in Congress. I forget his name, but it's just been in the news. He's got a cocaine habit. Congressman, cocaine habit. Now, does he get a prison sentence? No. But with the gentleman that got 5 years, would you and I? No, they'd throw away the key. My point is, if our taxes are paying that guy's salary, what's the difference between that? He uses it to gobble up coke, and giving a guy $1 even if he does go drink. And who wouldn't drink if you're homeless?
Right.
I mean, I'd drive me to drink, I'll tell you that.
Well, you mentioned having the tubs out there for customers to drop food in for the associates. Not only that, but customers, all of us, not just the customers, but all of us are subsidizing Walmart associates because a lot of them apply for food stamps, which we pay for.
That's an excellent point. Yeah, that Walmart is sucking us up to pay their workers even the crappy salary.
Yeah.
They pay them.
Right.
I just read where, and I don't know if this is true, somebody commented on the internet, but that Morgan Bank, Chase Bank, got a $13 billion fine, which of course is nothing to them, the kind of money they make.
Right.
But the comment said half of that, $7 billion of it, is paid by taxpayers.
Yeah.
What kind of system is this, really?
Well, I have a name for it, and I think you do too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much,
Thank you,
Jerry,
Dave.
for talking to me.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You take care.
Always
Bye-bye.
a pleasure to see you.